And we're live. Hi.
It says we're live. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Hour with Anna Stone over here and Stephanie Siren. And hi, guys. Hi, everyone that said hello so far. Welcome, welcome. And Anna, tonight, what are we talking about?
We're talking about new moon rituals because we just had a new moon. And we talked before about full moon, right? I believe. But now we're talking about the new moon. So what is that for? What kind of magic do we do for new moon? What should you not do on a new moon? Also, like what kind of stuff you don't want to do? And those kinds of things. So let's talk about it, Stephanie. What's up? First of all, what new moon in Leo, right? So it was a new moon in Leo in the month of August, of course.
Right, between the two super moons, so that adds to it as well.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
And it leads, what the phases all mean something. So the new moon means manifestation because it is representative of the void. And the void is the divine feminine, right? It is her. It is the thing that we were birthed from. It is where everything comes from, is the void. Right. So if we think about it that way, right? Women are embodied as the void as well, right? Because we birth and we have a voided birth canal, right? So like divine feminine.
Right, because the moon represents the feminine and then the sun is the masculine, right? So that's how those two things work. Right. The moon is always going to be feminine energy. Just like Mother Nature, because, that's a she also. Like the ocean is also a she. Cars are she also, right? I mean, all guys name their cars. I don't know why. Have you ever named a car?
And guitars. Guitars too.
Guitars, right. Have you ever named a car, Stephanie? Have you ever had a name for your car?
No. However, Megan in the chat, Learning to Live Coaching, names all of her cars.
Oh, okay.
I instead give my pets middle names. That's my weirdness.
Like I totally did. My cats were like out of control with their names. God.
Yeah, same. It sounds like we're at some kind of private estate in outside of London or something. It's just outrageous.
Wait, mine? Can I? I'm so embarrassed for this. So bad. Okay, I had two Maine Coons, right? And they were like purebred. This is so embarrassing. Oh my God. One of them was Bartholomew. Bartholomew the Wise.
I love that.
And then it was Buckley the Bold Stone. Yeah. I named my cat with fucking middle names that were phrases instead of actual just names because I'm crazy,
No, I love it. My cat that is with my sister right now, his name is Archimedes Death Ray.
Nice. Oh, I like that's great. Yeah. Yeah. Like my cat needed some Grey Poupon. Like that's how ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe I did that. I registered it that way. Like, I mean, Bartholomew.
I love that so much. That is the best ever.
I know. Sorry, I'm a little stressed out, guys. Like the noise in my house is getting to me, so I might be a little punchy because I literally am beyond exhausted. I'm overworked, and I've got construction going on almost 24/7 here. And so, anyways, if I'm a little weird today, that's why. It's going to be like this for a while. I think I might be even moving into a hotel this weekend because of it. So. Anyways, wish me luck. Send me thoughts and prayers.
It's gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out, for sure, right? And that's what we always say with manifestation, also. So as we circle back to the new moon subject,
yes.
So a lot of people associate rituals with the full moon, and then they think that that's the only time that we're doing ritual, right?
Right.
But that's not true.
Right. No. Yeah.
Right. And actually, I feel like new moons are very, very potent.
Right.
And they're great for manifestation. And then what you do is you use the whole moon phase over time to manifest this thing, right? And I like to use things like the Witch's Almanac. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
Yeah, Llewellyn has that publication. That's that one that they come out with every year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it tells us
Yes.
what moons are on what days and record temperature, like just all of the history for
It's
everything.
like they have that and the planner. And the
Yeah.
planner is my favorite. And I know I sound like a basic Karen right now with oh my God, a planner. But their planner is fantastic because it even includes days that you should plant and what it's best to plant for what zone.
Yeah, exactly. It's all the farmer's almanac. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it helps with planning your moon phase rituals and what you can do. And part of that is setting your mind, right? Like changing your mind so that your mind flows with your manifestation. So you're not having any of those thoughts of, I can't. Oh my God, I can't do this. Like when you say those things, that's literally a spell saying.
Four-letter word. Like can't. I hate it. I hate that word in my classroom. I say, you can't use that word because I mean it. Like, but when you say you can't, that's an automatic self-limiting phrase that you're giving yourself that automatically undercuts your own power. So, like, can you fly? Not really. But like, you might someday. I don't know. So just don't. Can't is a bad word. Like, you're selling yourself short. But like for manifestation, so for new moon, we're talking about stuff that we want to bring into our lives, right? Like, so we're talking about planting seeds for the cycle, like for over time, right? Because we're not, are you getting, when you do spells for new moon, I don't typically I don't do spells that are trying to manifest something right away because this is more like a long game, like more of a slow burn, so to speak, like build up to it kind of thing for me anyways. I don't know, is that how you view it as well? Like it's like, here, I'm starting this now so that it can be realized or actualized by us, the end of the cycle.
Depends on the spell.
I mean, yeah, right.
For me, if it's a big one, like if I'm petitioning for a life change, I will do a series over time, over a moon phase. But since my last initiation, all I've ever needed is one spell and it works. But like all I need is one spell. Like all I have to do is sit there and give my intent,
right,
and petition and give the sacrifice,
right,
and it works every single time.
Yeah. But I mean, like when you don't have like a set, so like a lot of times, like for me, I just got my my first check from my new job, right, and it was great. So and so I'm like, okay, so I want to keep this coming. So new moon's going to be about that energy. Keep it coming. This is not something that I'm expecting to see as like some of the other spells that I do where I need like something to happen that is out of the ordinary. I'm trying to keep this ordinary. Do you know what I mean? So setting the tone for like how things should continue going in my life, like that kind of thing. That's what new moons, I think, for me anyway, are good for. But we don't want to do anything like, so new moon is bringing things to us, like because it's building, it's like it's getting larger on the way to full moon, right? But then so that's you wouldn't do something like, I mean, you can do whatever you want whenever you want, but like ideally it's a thing where it does help you. The energies of the lunar cycle do help, just to be in alignment with that. So like if you want to do banishing or to get rid of something, that's like for the waning moon, right? Like that's when like the moon's full and now it's going back down small.
Yes, absolutely. I should have said that too. A full just from new moon to full moon or full moon to new moon. It's not new moon to new moon or full moon to full moon.
Right. And also here's the names of the cycle of the phases. So there's waxing gibbous, which is what we're in right now, or we're in it now because we just had new moon. So waxing gibbous means it's on its waxing larger.
Right.
And then waning is getting smaller. So waxing and waning, and this you can think of like the tides that come in and out, it's the same kind of thing. It is that because that's what they do. That's what it does. And interestingly, everything in nature is a 28-day cycle. like the moon is. The moon is not a 30-day cycle. It's 28 days, just like the menstrual cycle, just like all the other nature cycles. Like I can't, like there's so many I can't even name them. Like so many, all of it. And so it's interesting how those are all connect. Like they all have the same time frame. I gotta like come up. I don't know why I'm blanking right now, but there's so many. And as a former scientist and biology teacher, I was like all the time going over things in class. I'd be like, oh, another 28-day cycle. Okay, like just so. Interesting, how that
a lot
works.
of things are ruled by the moon and the 28th cycle for sure, and it's interesting. And also you can actually look up what moon you were born under, and it affects how your medicine. It truly does, especially as a practitioner. I can say that Anna and I have opposites, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm the dark balsamic moon, right? Yeah, which I'd never been heard of before, but that means there's like less than 5% of the moon showing in the sky. It's all, like basically the day I was actually born was 1%, meaning nothing showing, like you couldn't see it at all. And she's full moon. So I'm like,
and I was born under a Scorpio full moon.
Yeah, I'm Leo. I'm Leo. Leo.
Yeah.
So we're opposite like that, which is cool.
Well, it's very cool actually, because I was watching this thing about your moons. If they like line up, you're supposed to be like, soulmates or whatever, which is hilarious.
Yep.
Because I mean, what does soulmate mean? It doesn't mean a lover. No, it means people that you've heavily contracted with.
And that you're from like same origins or whatever, right? Like,
right.
So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right.
So anyone, all your friends, and so the moon's and the moon's really a cool thing. It's freaking, it pulls the tides in and out. How much % water are we again? Like, so it definitely matters. Like how it definitely impacts us, how we act. As someone that worked for both the police, for law enforcement for a period of time, briefly, very briefly, and also then in the hospitals for 20 years, I can vouch for the fact that they absolutely put extra people on staff in hospitals on full moons and on and even though that's mumbo jumbo, it is 100% true, and more weird stuff happens on full moons than on other nights. That's a literal. It's not fairy tale. It's actually true. So, it's interesting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And
then Learning to Live said, our bodies are 80% water, if I remember correctly. True. Yeah. And water is ruled by the moon, of course. Yeah. And then there's me, who's a grand water trine. So I'm all water. And I feel it.
Oh, see, there's another opposite. Water, and then I'm all fire. Mm-hmm. I got the fire trine, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And somehow that doesn't it's not like how it is in real life. Like it actually works together because water has oxygen in it and fire needs oxygen to burn. So it doesn't just extinguish it. It's not bad. You know what I mean? So, in relationships, don't, because don't go, oh, I'm water and they're fire. It's not going to work. No, it's not that. That's not
actually. I've noticed that I do best with fire signs, especially Leos. I'm always gravitating towards Leos, Scorpios, who else? Capricorns and Geminis.
No Scorpios for me.
No. Well, I think it's because I have that Scorpio moon. It's just something.
Oh, my bestie, but Maggie, my friend Maggie bestie, Maggie's sister, she's Scorpio, but she's a girl, so it's different. Yeah.
It is different. It shows up different in the genders for sure.
Yeah.
So
what do we do? What did you do for new moon on what day was it? Was it Monday?
What day was it?
It was Thursday. It was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
Yeah. Sorry.
So for the new moon this time around, I invited a couple coven sisters over, and I built an altar, 2 altars actually, which that is my favorite thing in the world. That's where I feel the most just at home. Vibration wise is dancing, veneration, and altar building. Sounds like I'm at witch camp or something. Hi, I'm here for the altar.
We have to make that.
We do.
That's a new thing. That's what they're fucking doing. That's it. We're making witch camp.
On the Central Coast.
Yep.
Everybody should come.
That's like, like, that would be cool.
We did it already. We should. Guys, if you would be interested in doing a witch camp with us here in California off the Central Coast, just put a yes, please in the chat.
Yeah, because it was thing. Yeah, I think that would be. I wonder if anyone's done it yet.
In fact, we should talk about that. We should talk about what you felt when I took you to that.
Oh my gosh. Also, what moon were we in then? New moon also.
We were in a new moon.
Oh my God, we were. We were in a fucking new moon when we did that thing in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff that I put there. Oh my God. Ding, 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 ding. It worked. Okay, see? I like just... when we talk about forgetting about stuff that you do.
We do all the time.
I did. I just remembered right now. Exactly. And I just realized that, yeah, it worked. Of course. But like I just, like, because, yeah. It was new moon when we buried that stuff. Yes.
Yeah, and you know what's funny about that is, okay, so guys, we'll inform you on this one. On the new moon, while we were camping I had arranged for a very small coven camping trip. And Anna and Sarah showed up. Everybody else had things that happened, so it just happened the way it happened. But it was magical, and it was just us, and it was perfect. And we went to this grove. I took them to this very special grove that I love so much on the Central Coast. And it's this grove of they're California oaks, and they're beautiful. And we're in the center of this like clearing, and it's like a perfect circle. And I take them in there, and it's like covered by trees.
It's literally like when you're a kid and you used to crawl around in bushes, and like you'd come to like a little clearing, and like it was really, really crazy. Like it was really magical. Like we'd go through some holly bushes, like getting thorns in us and stuff. And then I opened the bushes up, and I'm like in this empty void space, and it was like, what? And it was completely covered over top. There was no, it was like completely tree covered. It was freaking like, and the minute I walked in there, I was like, oh, you could feel it. Like there was a definite different energy. Like, and it definitely reminded me of like hardcore Alice in Wonderland vibes, like for reals. Like I'm not joking. I loved it so much. Yes. So like, and those are California oak. I feel like they were they're smaller, right? Then like, are they?
Yeah, it's those, and then there's manzanitas around too, and there's also the taller ones were eucalyptus.
Yes. The one with the swing on it was eucalyptus, right?
Right. And so guys, we did our ritual in the clearing there, and you could feel the vibrations. Everybody's hairs on their arm were standing on end. There was a lot of energy and electricity in the air, and it was absolutely palpable and beautiful. And yeah, there's lots of spirit out there for sure. And Lorraine, actually, my son was just working in Calaveras County in the Redwoods. He works for the Conservation Corps. He was helping clear the trails and stuff. It's gorgeous there. So trees can laugh. Trees can do a lot of things. When I see a tree that I just absolutely have to go hug, I do it. I have a thing with trees. They have a lot of magic in them. They have a lot of tradition in them, especially with like, ancient druids, things of that nature, other religions that are so close to the earth. Trees are important. We have the tree of life, the tree of knowledge,
Yeah.
And
on the placenta is the tree of life.
Yeah.
That's the image. Like that's where that tree of life comes from. Is from that. So it's crazy. That's a crazy thing.
That was our ritual. We had buried some crystals in the ground after whispering our intent to them, and having I believe I got my blood on my crystal, and I put it in the ground, and I said the words, and we said the words, and we made the sacrifice. And for us, the sacrifice was it was rum, I believe, or whiskey or something like
tobacco.
that. And what?
Offering. Yeah, the tobacco. Remember we were smoking.
Tobacco too. Yes.
The offering, right.
And then we turned our backs after thanking them and walked away out without looking back to show trust.
Right.
And then we went to the beach and played and forgot about it.
Totally. I totally forgot about it. Yes. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to forget about it. If you're obsessing over it, it's not going to work. Like, you have to just know that you're going to know that you're powerful enough to do it. Otherwise, if you don't believe that, then it's not going to work for sure. Because
right, exactly. And also, Tree of Life, you make those with wires. That's cool, Lorraine. So, oh, thank you, by the way. Yes, I think Anna looks gorgeous tonight. She always does.
What? Oh,
she said we look pretty.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. Yeah,
That's what it is. We're actually 1,000-year-old witches. We just have vitality spells.
Freaking weird you say that. I had a weird dream last night about that. I did. It was weird. It was that we were like really old, and it was all like, yeah, it was like literally, like I can't believe you just said that because I didn't tell you that yet. But yeah, so yeah, you know, secrets out, I guess.
Secrets out, yeah.
Yeah.
So for this latest new moon, I did some abundance spells since we're in the Lionsgate portal. It's a super good time for like money spells, abundance spells, prosperity spells, getting very specific, like oddly specific, so the universe can show you that it's working.
Yeah, that's the thing is like, you know, there's times when it can be vague. Like there is, like if you're, you know, just wanting like an overall change of vibe in your life, you know, you could say like, bring me more peace of mind or something. Like that's pretty vague, right? But like with mine, I was specific because now I had an example to use on my altar, like of this payment that I had received. And like, this is what I want going forward. Like this is the minimum of what I want going forward, not the max, like the minimum, so that I leave that room open for improvement on that too, because I don't want to limit myself, right? So
right.
That was at the advice of a friend, and I was like, good call, like because I was gonna do the opposite. So, and I'm glad that I didn't, because now it makes so much more sense, right? Like to not limit ourselves like that. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm doing, and specific. So like it's not up to interpretation. It's like this is either, you know, like you know when it happens, and that's important when you want something specifically bad, like right. Like I mean, if you're looking for a specific outcome, because if you say peace of mind and like, oh, I want to be financially comfortable, right? Like that is very big, right?
That's very big,
right? So that could mean a number of things. That could mean that you have just enough to pay all of your bills and have nothing left over to do anything fun with, right? That would be, you'd still be stable, right? You know, because you have your roof over your head and stuff.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to give you a really good example of specific. Okay, specificity and manifestation. So I have an ex who actually could be a very powerful psychic, but chooses not to because he has too much fear. And he manifested his car in a way that is so outrageously like sideways, but he did it, okay, because he was specific. So last year we were on a trip in Santa Cruz, and he insisted he wanted to get a Subaru. Okay.
Right. Makes sense.
We're in my minivan driving around, and he's looking around and he's all, see that? Subaru. And we started seeing them everywhere.
Yep.
And he was joking because he was like, yeah, sprinkle genie, Subaru. And I'm like, two more Subarus would go by. Okay. And it was like a joke for a while until it wasn't anymore, because then he forgot about it because he had to think about other things and he forgot about it, right? Let it go. Went on to another dream. When we break up this year, he scrapes everything he can to get his Subaru.
Yeah, and he did. He got it.
He manifested it.
Yeah, like in that, like no time too, because I saw that post where he's like, I need a car, and then like within a day, I think, or something.
Boom, done.
Yeah. I was like, dang, that was fast. Like, yeah, I did. I was wondering about that. And we do this a lot, but most of us do it with negative things, like because it's easier to do because we're used to being negative in our thoughts. Like, so we manifest negative all the time. That's why I stopped doing that. Like, oh my gosh, and I have to catch myself, and we have to catch ourselves all the time. Like, it's not like something that just goes away. You have to be active about it, proactive about not being negative about things. Like Stephanie's caught me. She'd be like, nope, don't say it like that. Like, you know. So
right. And if you have good friends, they'll stop you. They'll say, no, we don't say that.
Right. Yeah, you get a little scolding. It's okay though, because like you need it. Like we've got it. Like it's the this is the norm though. And oh my gosh, it makes so much sense. The reason why everything is so negative all the time and stuff is because that's the energy that they want us to be in, is the lack mindset. So, you know, this is, so it's like if you have someone that can kind of, you know, like scold you about it when you do it and they recognize it, consider that a blessing, because at least you have somebody that's being real with you about that. And it's like, they don't want that for us. They want us to be miserable. Like seriously, they do.
Yeah. So this one right here, yes, we do. Words are powerful. When I don't do that, I try not to do that ever, and don't let people around me do it either. I say, don't say that about yourself. I do too. And sometimes people are like, but they always know that Stephanie's going to give them the truth.
Right.
Like without a shadow of a doubt, everybody knows that I'm going to give them the truth as their friend. I'm never going to blow smoke up their butt. And I'm also going to give them unconditional love and be like, don't say that about yourself. Don't say that about my friend, you know?
Right.
I love you, you know, like, yeah. It's
when we talk like that, it's not our words. It's somebody else's words that got it to us at a young age. You know what I mean? And we take it on, and it's like, you don't get rid of it. It's like trash. It's literally garbage. Get rid of it.
Oh, wait.
They is like, you know, the people that run everything in this world that like keep us living paycheck to paycheck, or worse. Because now, okay, so let me put something in perspective. So I have a figure. Okay, let me say $11,000 is a monthly income. Okay, if you make $11,000 a month, do you know how much rent you can afford? It's $3,360. That's it. $11,000. And if you're going based on what they say is 1/3 of your income goes to rent, right? The highest rent that you can be approved for, if they're going by how much you make, at $11,000 a month is $3,300. Do you know how much a 1-bedroom apartment is in Glendale where I live? $3,000.
I'm sorry, my dog's barking.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, who came up with this shit? Because I'm over it. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I'm done. Like, you're telling me that that's a lot of money, you know, a month. Okay, that rent is not. Like, the prices are not matching. The math ain't mathing. You know what I mean? Like, you have to live with 4 people in order to be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. Like, it's unreal. And like, we're just taking it. Sorry, get on my soapbox here, but I'm kind of over it. That's what I'm talking about. They, yeah, whoever they are. No idea. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I know. A lot of stuff's going on with that right now. Yeah. Yes, there's a lot of stuff going on everywhere right now.
Oh, sorry, my dog's still barking. I'm taking care of it right now. I apologize.
Whitney needs to stop. Okay. Yeah, they're not transparent at all. No. It's that's the thing, is, you know, no one can live off this. Like right now, San Francisco is 30% vacancy rate. Did you know it's the highest it's ever been in San Francisco?
Oh yeah, I know about that. Their whole economy is just crashing.
Okay, like the hurricane, if you're in LA, California, are you in California? Because I'm in California. We'll be fine. Like, it's a category 4 right now, which crazy. Okay, let's just say real quick. So the moon, new moon, this shouldn't be happening during this phase of the moon, by the way. Like, it's too small, right, for it to be bringing this stuff. So it's interesting that we have a hurricane coming up California coast right now, and that's going to hit Baja California, San Diego, Los Angeles, Bakersfield, and then shoot over across Arizona and Utah, Nevada. Like, what? Like,
that's interesting.
You didn't know that? It's been all over the news.
Okay, actually, guys, I will tell you, and this was when I knew of hurricanes in California. In 2014, on the day I got married, it should have been an omen, there was a hurricane off the coast of Baja coming up California, and I was getting married in Santa Barbara on the beach, and we had to scream our vows at each other because we couldn't hear because the wind force was so strong.
Right. Well, this just upgraded to a category 4 as of 7 p.m. tonight. It was a category 3. They said, oh, it's going to fizzle out because the ocean's too cold over in California, right? Not like in the Gulf of Mexico where it's like 80 degrees. Here it's like 60 something. But no, it's not. It got stronger. So yeah, like, you know, but we'll be fine. It's going to be like, you know, just be prepared. Like, make sure that you have And make sure that you have Miranda. Make sure you have like water and batteries, and like just make sure you have that stuff just to be safe. You should have those anyways for your family, right? I mean, I'm talking out my butt right now because I don't anymore. I had them and now they've been pilfered and I have to replenish them. But you should have like a go bag like for that.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that you're safe because today there was a 4.0 earthquake up in San Francisco too. So like there's a lot of weird stuff going on. And yes, Lorraine, I know what you mean because it's like Project Harp. Yeah, with the weather stuff. Yes.
What? Oh, controlling the weather.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they've been cloud seeding for forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forever. I
Like,
knew cloud seeders. Yeah, like it's a thing.
Yeah, it is. I don't like the ocean either. I mean, I love it from a distance. I don't want to be part of it at all. But yeah, it's going to cause some high surf. But they're more concerned about the flooding from rain. That's what they're most concerned about.
That would make more sense. Flooding would be what I would be worried about for sure, especially because in California we just aren't prepared for a lot of rain. We're so flat.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine. Like, I mean, I said, like, just be smart about it. Like, make sure you go. Don't wait till the last minute. Like, it's supposed to make landfall on Sunday, so don't wait until Saturday night to go to the grocery store and stuff. Like, do it tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? Like, go do it on Friday. Like, get your stuff that you need and like, just be ready to be home. Like, I wouldn't. Like, it depends. Like, it just depends on how it manifests. Like, maybe it'll die. We have a couple days. We'll see.
Yeah, learning to live. Yes, it does. It does have to do with the El Nino systems that are hanging around the next few years. Yes,
well, this
we haven't had El Nino
this big.
What?
This is the first time in 80 years we've actually had an actual hurricane that's an actual hurricane grade, the category up the coast. So the other ones have been tropical storms. This is an actual hurricane. So this is the first 80 years. So this is anomalous. This is not tied to that. Actually, this is not.
Oh my gosh, Janet. Did you see what Janet just said?
Yeah, here, let me put that up.
I live in Florida and they just doubled their predictions for hurricanes this year. Oh my gosh.
Cali, the year of Cali, right? Aren't we in that year of Cali right now?
Yeah, we are. I mean, if we want to go there. Oh, so anyways, back to new moons, guys. We do this, right? We do our circular talk.
Yeah.
Actually, I think personally, okay. Actually, let's stop with the new moon thing for 1 second, and we can always continue that tomorrow night.
Tomorrow, we have requests. By the way, we have requests. I got emails about it. Spiritual warfare stuff and negative energies. Where they come
excellent.
From. That's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow night. Is negative energies, what are they? Where do they come from? Are they demons? Are they what? Where is it? What is actually going on there? And then also, like, spiritual warfare, because that's a thing. Like that term. What does it mean? Like, honestly, what does that mean? And what can you do about it? Do you need to do anything about it? That's for tomorrow. So, like, and then whatever else we talk about during the time. We talk about lots. Yeah. Oh, what?
So
she's talking to ghosts.
I know my kid. My kid walked in the room. I'm like, no. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about with the weather patterns is also, our sun is coming to the precipice of its life. It's coming to the its most powerful point, and its hottest, and its most intense. So, like we talk about waxing and waning, it's in its waxing stage, so to speak, but for its lifetime.
Right. Like, yeah. I mean, so with the new, this new moon we had was a super new moon though, right? Okay. So that's different in the sense that, okay, so in a regular lunar cycle, we have a new moon like every month, right? And so those are just normal. Like, that's like for that. Typically, I think, like, for me anyway, I see it like as I'm doing the spell for this cycle of the lunar cycle. But for super new moons, that's for the whole year, right? Isn't that like for the next lunar year?
Yeah.
Lunar cycle? Right.
Yes.
So it's longer intention, like setting more ambitious intentions, right? Like going forward, just that 20 period. Yeah.
Right.
And you're still
more of a gravitational pull.
Right. So, and then, like, this is a thing too. People are always like, "Oh, I missed it," because this happens. I'm guilty of this. I will forget. Like, even though I have a calendar that literally tells me what the phase of the moon is every day, I forget. And like, then I'll be like, it'll be like 3 a.m, and I'll be like, "Oh crap, I missed it." But you didn't.
No, you didn't. And also, let me just tell you that also I use an app. I mean, and I'm a high priestess, but I use an app, you know? So, I mean,
Helps us.
Gaia is evolving too. I agree with that. But so I use Moonly, guys. I don't know if any of you know of Moonly, but that one shows you what the moon's doing at each phase. It gives you suggestions. It even tells you if it's a good day to cut your hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you.
Huh?
I'm saying bless you to whoever's sneezing.
Oh, my son.
Did you get more mosquito bites? Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Mosquitoes love us. Stone females.
They've been really bad this year with all the water.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I've not used that app. I will have to check it out because I didn't know there was an app that did that. That's cool. I need something like that.
Yeah, because you know what, we live in the 21st century, and so we're not the witches of yesteryear that just can go out and tell you what time of day it is by the position of the sun, or predict what good harvest is good. All, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we have technology, we have faster lives, we have a lot more demands. Like us sitting here doing this, is much different. I mean, we would probably be doing this by candlelight in some kind of like cabin or something, or under the moon, or out in the forest. But this is how we would do it. It wouldn't be here over a live stream,
right? Hey, but amen is technology, right? Like, because back then this would be witchcraft, totally. Like, this would be. Can you imagine if you took this technology back in time? You're like, hey, look at this. They'd be like, burner. Yes, absolutely. So this is the new moon is like the energy around it, though. You can do it for like 2 to 3 days after, either way, right? So if it's a little bit before or a little bit after, it's okay. You didn't miss it, but like there is some point where it's no longer considered that energy. Just about 3 days later, I'd say, probably. Yeah.
I'm reading our stuff here, so people are
did you get it already?
Here, let me see.
That one? You already did it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll handle that one right now. Yeah. I see it. I'll handle that. Block that user. And
you guys, we don't do that. Never. I never reach out and say, hey.
No, we don't ever have to reach out and ask people for if they need a reading.
Like, are you kidding me? I can't.
Okay. So, guys, I'm just going through our comments right now so I could see. Every new moon, it's more powerful. Yes, I agree with that. Gaia is evolving. Yes, I agree with that. Because I've been trying to look for a calendar to tell me when the full moons and everything are, and I can't find one down here. Use Moonly. Use it. It's a good one.
There's also an extension on Google Calendar for it too, but it only gives you the it only just gives you what, like, if it's waxing or new moon or
I like this question here, Anna.
What is it? Like this? No, I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Like, it depends on what you're doing, right?
I think each new moon has different aspects for different things. You need to look at what sign it's under when it's completely black. Like, for instance, for Anna, it was in Leo. So she would have aspects of a fiery manifestation, of course, like that's why candle magic's so great for her. Also, she would have the aspects of the Leo, right? So even though she jokes that she's cold or whatever, she's a very loving, kind person.
Yes, to people that are, like that are people, but you make me mad, I will never talk to you again. Like, I'll be the coldest bitch you ever met. But like, that's in self-preservation. Okay, that's all.
Absolutely, yeah. That's different.
I'm just weird with emotions in general. Like, yeah.
But Leos want to love and be loved, and Leos are also very showy and glamorous, and oh yes, and bougie, as we say.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But I love my luxury too. I'm a Pisces. I mean, oh my gosh, put me in a spa day, like, oh hello, like, I'm all about it. So
yeah. I mean, like, I think that Leos get a bad rap. Everyone says that we want to be the center of attention. I literally don't. I actually fine with not being it. I just like to know that I'm doing something. I need to be busy. That's more of my thing. It's like busy.
Right. That's why it shows up in other ways, like you being on camera.
Yeah, but that's like that was forced on me from school, and then now I'm just used to it.
But that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It still aligns with your energy.
It totally does, but like that's not my goal. It wasn't my goal, like at all. I hate that. I hate hearing that. Like we're conceited, or some people are though. It's true.
Okay, so Lorraine said, "I'm not going out in the forest with that dog man and all that." Can you say anything about that dog man? Tell us more. I haven't heard anything.
What's that?
Moonly, yes. Wizard Kitty, yes, that's exactly how you spell it.
Oh.
The redwoods live in Lodi. Okay. Logo is a crescent moon with the tips pointing upwards. You're awesome, Anna. Don't ever deny it, woman.
Thank you.
That I have the most trouble sleeping and staying asleep during full moons. Yeah. YouTube user. Me too, actually. Yeah, same. Wait here first. I found the most trouble sleeping and stay. Yeah, me too.
Wait, we don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about wait, are you talking about a werewolf? That's interesting. I was just talking about that the other day.
Yes, you were actually. You were.
Didn't I say?
Yeah, you did actually. Okay, so guys, yeah, we were talking about mystical beings and how, you know, if we're real, then they probably are too, right? Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean,
and
wow, like I have not what I haven't heard this. I guess
we need to do our research on that one.
Stuck on aliens, sorry.
Yeah, we've been in Alienville. We've been studying aliens, guys. So
I'm also just so swamped with work. I haven't had time I haven't even had time to like last night I fell asleep at my desk face down. Like, I mean, yeah, like I gotta just stop doing that. I gotta just get up and go to bed. But yeah, werewolves I didn't know, but I'm interested.
There goes my dog again. Sorry, guys.
Let's see, Bigfoot. Oh, Bigfoot we know is a thing. Like we can't find him. I think we're not supposed to find him. I think that's what's happening. Or they're interdimensional. Who knows? But if you add interdimensionality into the mix, then anything's possible. Anything. Like anything. Any creature. Anything. Like all the,
we should do an episode about that, about tulpas and Bigfoot and all those things.
Yeah, that's okay. Tomorrow, right? Yeah, like when we talk about negative and
yeah. I wanted to circle back around to this comment because I agree with this, and I wanted to say, Whitney, my goodness. So she's my fierce protector. Your dog is like, stop talking about my cousin. Seriously. I have a Queensland healer, and she's just something else. She's full of personality. So anyway, I wanted to say that's why they call them lunatics, YouTube user. Because I'm a lunatic. On the full moon, I am awake. I feel so creative. I feel a little bit of mania, which I have learned to channel into creativity and into manifestation. But it's very, very normal actually to feel that.
Yeah, look at this is great. Janet.
Yeah. Stop talking about my cousin. I know. Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Poor Whitney.
Welcome to
hi, Michelle. Yes, welcome. It's your first time here. So guys, it's a little into the psychic reading portion of our show. So I'm sorry about us chatting into it, but you guys start to post your questions for us in the chat.
One question. And I don't do
one question per person, no doubles.
Yeah, no pregnancy on me. No pregnancy or legal or health, because like it's just that's not she does health.
I do legal and health, but legal I only do in my private.
Yeah, because that's like private though.
But health I will do because I already do that.
Yeah. So
I mean that's my specialty is I'm a healer. So okay, so Wizard Kitty asked, are me and my daughter twin flames? That is a resounding yes, but now I'm going to ask you, Wizard Kitty, if you know what twin flames are so that you understand, because one of my twin flames is learning to live coaching Megan over there.
Yeah, weird story. You guys have a weird origin story. I like it.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I dig it. Definitely something that was baited, for sure.
Yep. Okay. So this one, Michelle. Oh, will I go to India next year? Anna, why don't you go ahead and take the lead on that one?
I'm gonna go to India next year. For traveling or to move there? Like, are you visiting or what? Like, what, to actually move or just to visit? Because that matters. I think it might be postponed. Actually, like it looks like it's gonna be postponed, and I'm not sure why. Actually, it's gonna be. Actually, finances. Is going to be. There's gonna be something with finances postponing it. Or paperwork, like money, paper, like some kind of paper. So either money or actual paperwork is going to postpone it. But you will go. It's just not when you think you're gonna go. That's what I got. What about you, Stephanie? You see anything?
I definitely saw like a natural disaster that would put off travel.
Right.
Okay. So the next question is, my screen went out. Not sure if you answered my question, Shannon. We did not. Can you please repost it for us so that we are able to answer for you? Now, next one,
No.
Janet. Oop, we screwed up.
Oh, sorry.
You want to put? There we go. Okay. You ever work with dark energies, like, dare I say, demons? Just curious. This is a good question. And that's something that we should get into on a different episode.
Yeah, smart.
But I can say that I equally work with everything.
Same.
And I also have no qualms about banishing anything either. And I have had witches who have had spirit familiars that are not allowed in my home that wait outside when they come in my home. And I've had them go, like their jaw dropped and they're like, my familiar was not able to come in. And I was like, no, I ward, and this is my house and I'm the witch here. So nobody messes with my rules.
Right.
And who's allowed and not, allowed.
Right. I mean, and that's like also the demons that's not the way that we see it like that.
No. I was devoted. I was devoted to Lilith for 20 years.
Yeah. Okay. Duh. Like, she's on my altar. So yes, definitely. Then but demon, but the word demon actually came from daemon, which meant the spark within, the light within, the thing that makes you tick. That's what it first came from. And then the church vilified it, became a thing. So all of these demons were not demons prior to church getting involved. Church got involved and they changed it to this thing and they made it all this crazy, like possession, like crazy stuff. And that's not what they were before. So I don't subscribe to that nonsense. I go back before that, and that's where I go from. I don't take the people trying to, no. So like, that's for, in some people's opinion, yeah, we work with those things, but in our opinion, that's not what they are. Right.
No, for sure. I recently, for the first time, saw Lucifer, the Lightbringer.
Right.
And he was very, very golden and winged and warm. And warm, like I make people warm when I work on them with Reiki. Like, that's what I felt from him. And he was very protective of the person that he was around. And I didn't feel anything malevolent at all. And it was my first encounter with him.
Right. I mean, like, I haven't had that, but he wanted his whole thing was about bringing knowledge to the humans. Like, and that was why he got in trouble. Like, that's not so bad, in my book, because I'm all about knowledge. But anyways, but a lot of people will be like, oh my God, now we're devil worshippers. No, we're not.
No, see, that's the other thing that we'll have to speak on a different episode, is how the church moved everything over on its head and made you guys believe that things that were actually divine were evil.
Right. I mean, it's crazy, but like, if anyone's interested, I do teach world religion at the college level, and I do have a mock classroom online that I will happily give you access to so you can read for yourself and find out all this stuff. so that it's not just coming from us. You can vet it and do your own research. Because it's important that you know what you've been told is maybe not be exactly true. So yeah, do we have any other questions? Oh yeah, Lilith is definitely considered a demon. She's the demon. She's the like patron saint of demons. Like
she is the she devil. She is, you know.
Yep. She eats babies. That's where baby eating came from. This is from Lilith because they said she ate babies. You know,
when really in reality it was she empowers women who have been oppressed.
Yeah, and she will attack men. Yeah. She will. Yes, because she was attacked. Like so. Yeah, she's about standing up for yourself. But yeah, she's vilified, of course, heavily. So yeah.
So let's see my screen. I'm trying to look at.
There's Shannon's question. Okay, she reposted it. All right, you see it? Let me see.
I'll let you do it.
Yeah, let me do this and then like check and see if there's any other ones. I don't know. I can't see them right now. Oh my gosh, I still have to make dinner.
Okay, so we went off on a tangent about demons.
No, that's what we did. Someone asked the question. That's the point.
Yep.
You know, that's the point. The point is you ask us, we answer. And that's what we like, the questions. It takes us off topic. It's like, hey,
here it is. Okay, here's Shannon's question. Yep. Will my book be published by a local publisher or a big name one, and when will I find love? Okay, one question. So we'll answer about the book.
Right.
Okay. Will my book be published by a local publisher or a big name? Shannon, I see you talking to an independent publisher, and I see that publisher not being local, but independent first. And then somebody big is going to pick you up after that. But first, you're going to kind of have like a get your feet wet kind of situation.
I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to be offered, and then the offers are going to come in and they're going to ask you to do too many changes that you don't want to do, and you're going to lose creative control over it, and you're going to say no, and then they're going to go with somebody else that's different because you have the Four of Cups here where it's just like you're sitting there going like, no, you know what I mean? Like, this is not what I want. You don't want to lose creative control. You don't want to like change the message of your writings. So like, this is, you need to make sure that you retain your original voice. And with publication comes a lot of edits. And a lot of times editors can just take it out of control. So you're going to not be pleased with their, offer. And then you're going to go somewhere else. So someone that you didn't know about beforehand, like it's going to be something that you find along the way soon here, like very shortly. So yeah, you will get published, but it's not going to be by the things that you think right now. Like the options you have are not it.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's go with Lorraine. Don't mean to be so blunt, but I was wondering if I'm going to be taken care of financially from the partner that I've been with 25 years if he has a third stroke.
Okay.
I see you need to do a lot more planning.
Yeah, like, is there kids? Does he have kids? Like, does he have other family members that would be recipients of stuff? You know what I mean?
I'm being told, like, cross your T's and dot your I's. Exactly. Make sure all your paperwork is in order. Because I'm seeing holes in things.
Yeah, I see vultures. So I see vultures. So I see people coming and picking from the scraps. You know what I mean? Like, that's the image I got. And leaving barely anything. So there's like 7 cups on the table and they look full from a distance, but they're all half full or empty. And like, that's what would be left over. That's the message I'm getting. That
makes sense.
That's what I see. So you need to, don't count. I would never bank on it anyway. Even if the answer was yes, I would still be busting my butt to make sure I was covered. You know what I mean? Like, from however other way you could do it. So do that. Like, make sure that you, like whatever you need to do. Yeah, about that. Yeah. So, well, the kids are all grown up now. That's exactly what I mean. Like, they come and get it.
They can try and come and get it, and you need to cover your butt because we see that you need to.
Yeah. Just make sure, because you're gonna see it will be ugly. It's gonna be ugly. The picket, like literally, like battlefield dead bodies and carrions eating the picking away at everything. That's kind of like the image I got in my head right now. Sorry, that's kind of morbid, but that's what I thought. So you're welcome.
Okay, so thank you. Let's see here. Supercharged green portal. When I meditate, I see someone walking around, clear outline, but when I ask for clarity, it blurs it. Not sure what that is.
Oh.
And they said, I've asked, show me my true partner.
Oh, that's your higher self.
Okay, so supercharged. I honestly feel like it's not time yet for you to be shown your true partner. Because you've got a long ways of walking alone, like learning how to vibrate here first.
Yep. Definitely, like that's out of reach, like just out of sight, just out of reach, until you do the inner work that needs to be done. Whatever that means, like whatever that means to you. That's what needs to happen. But when you do that, though, good news, because you got 10 of Cups, which is like the penultimate kind of relationship card, and you'll get all that.
Right.
You got to do the work first. And like the work you've been doing, like it's good, but it's not all of it, you know? So whatever it is that you don't want to do, that's what you need to be doing. Then you're avoiding it. You know? You're welcome.
So that's it. The answer right now for you is to be happy right where you're at. And not ask it, because that's spirit intervening, saying not now. That's not the thing to focus on. So I hope that gives you some clarity about the question and about what you're supposed to be doing with that.
YouTube user, what's your name? Why is her name gone? Like, why is it gone? Is someone, her name's gone.
Do you continue seeing with my artwork or back with my work with dogs? I see you going back to work with dogs.
Artwork or back to dogs.
I also see a lot of trees around you, like pine trees, tall trees, and mountains.
Yeah, you could do both, though. You know, you can do art and dog stuff. Like, I mean, why not? I think those two things can work together well.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
you know, get inspiration while you're out on your walks or whatever you're doing with dogs, you know, and then paint it or whatever you do. I don't know. I think that they could be together somehow. Wait, let's see. I thought I saw another question, but I don't see it now. Okay. So, yeah, you guys have anything else? We have 3 minutes.
Yeah. Anybody else want to talk about anything about new moon manifestations?
Or like, you know, like, you know, there's some things that you could do for like one of a really simple ritual for manifestation is to get an apple, core it out, right? You know, like a pumpkin, and put some cinnamon in it, because cinnamon accelerates things, and some cloves also accelerates things and like solidifies it. And then like write your intention of what you want on a piece of paper, roll it up in there, you know, shove it down in there, and then bury that shit in the ground so they can literally grow and be planting seeds. Like that's something I did.
Oh yeah.
And that worked very well too.
Oh, also, what was I gonna say? Shoot. Damn it. Oh well, it'll come to me. Oh, I burn herbs. And anytime I want to get something attracted to me sooner, I use catnip.
Oh, catnip, yeah.
Yeah. So guys, if you're like burning herbs in your cauldron or whatever, like I did on the new moon, I also burned some rendered animal fat and bones, like bone powder and herbs. And I spoke my intention into the smoke and the fire on the candles, because I dressed candles as well.
Yeah. And it sends it out to the ether, right? And this, do you see this question here? I've heard we all have soul family, but I wonder when will I find them? Hello?
You're already with them.
Like, hello? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, you're finding them. It happens.
Yeah, you already vibrate. Whoever is around you, you're vibrating with them. Like they're around you for a reason. It's because you have vibrational attraction and also probably contracts.
Yeah, but like if you've been in a situation where you haven't been around anybody like that, and like you're looking for them, like places like this is the first start to that, like where you start to talk, like hear people talking about the things that you are interested in and stuff, that's the first step to getting on that path of finding those people. They find us, we find each other. And it's just like, you got to keep pursuing the things you're interested in, keep looking it up, keep like talking in groups that you facilitate that knowledge, or that topic matter, right? And that's how you'll find people. Literally, that's how it happens. Like, seriously, like Stephanie and I grew up together in grade school or a junior high and high school, but like then we haven't seen each other for 30 years, like,
Right.
basically. And then because we were both doing this simultaneously without knowing it, we ended up circling around to each other, found each other again. We're like, oh shit, you're doing this. Oh shit, so am I. Oh crap. Like that.
It lined up.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, so not weird. It was weird, but it was like, makes sense. So just, you have to be open to that too. And sometimes you gotta be open to the fact that it's going to be people from your past that you would have never guessed.
Yeah.
Now that you're out and adults and stuff, and you're not like conforming to parent stuff anymore, like when you were in high school, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh wow, who would have thought, that's very common, actually.
And it's a vibrational thing. We didn't have to force it or anything. It just happened naturally.
Yeah, and that was really right. It was really random. But the fact that we lived and like went to school together, for so long, and then
gave us an ease.
Yeah, it definitely helped. But that's a cool thing. So don't be like just all of a sudden like, oh no, I went to high school with that person, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Because that's easy to do. We're like, oh shit, I don't want to deal with high school people. That that would be a mistake. So like, be open to it. It'll surprise you. Some of the people that come your way, that are meant to come your way, are gonna be like, what? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So yeah, it's okay. So we're at 8:30. So you guys, so come back tomorrow. We'll be probably just as much of an off-track mess as this. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because it's fine, because that's how we talk in real life.
It is.
And it's also how we learn in real life. And I think it's fun to have discourse, like we're talking, and that's how my classrooms run too. If you have a question, ask it. You know what I mean? Yep. Like, as long as it's not super off topic. But right. Just ask, because that's how you learn. And we're a safe place to ask questions. We're not going to.
Yes.
So, you can ask all you want, and we'll just go off on tangents and then eventually get back to the point at hand.
We'll come back around with it. We'll come back around.
Maybe. We remember what we were talking about. But yeah. So, hey, bye, Tom. So, yeah. Oh my God, I'm getting so hot all of a sudden. Okay, so, see, like I'm having a hot flat. Oh my God, I'm dying, guys. Okay. So, tomorrow night at 7:30, same time, we're going to be talking about negative energies and spiritual warfare stuff. So it's going to be like a dark and scary, on our way to the hurricane coming our way.
Yes, we'll talk about demons. We'll talk about all those things, you guys. So
yeah. So all right, guys, blessed be. Have a good night.
All right.
We love you all so very much.
Namaste.